Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 29th, and there is a crisis in this country that is going on, and it is affecting everybody. Nobody can avoid this particular crisis. And President Trump knows about this particular crisis, but he can't do anything about it, and he doesn't care about it. And what do you think that is? It is something that affects everybody in this country, and it's the price of eggs. Why is the price of eggs so high? And why can't the President of the United States do something about that? And why isn't he even thinking about it? The price of eggs and the price of other grocery items is the number one issue for a lot of American voters. That has made many in this country wonder why American voters voted to pick a convicted felon as president over a highly qualified woman. It's clear to me that Trump is not going to do anything about the price of eggs. Inflation is not his number one issue. The cost of goods to American people doesn't even cross his brain. When he talks about issuing tariffs on other countries, doesn't he recognize that the fact that when he issues a tariff on another country, the American people pay the price? The people who are tariffed are not paying that price. Every tariff is coming out of the pockets of the American people. So when Trump told the American people that he owed his victory to Americans' anger over immigration and inflation, and specifically the rising costs of groceries, he lied. He said when you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they will double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won the election based upon that, and I am going to bring those prices down. That's what he said. But in Trump's first week back in the White House, there was nothing in his executive orders that directly tackled those prices. There was some vague statement about pursuing appropriate actions, but there was nothing specific, nothing that said we have to get the goddamn grocery prices down so our population can live a better, less expensive life. Nothing like that came out of his mouth. He's worried about a whole bunch of other things, like immigrants. Getting rid of immigrants. That's a crisis in his mind. But the cost of living for the average person in this country never crosses his mind once the election was over. Yes, he gave us a lot of bullshit during the election about what he was going to do, but he hasn't done anything yet for the American people. He's taking some steps to lower energy costs that he thinks that'll ripple through the entire economy. But his main focus right now has been clamping down on immigration, which he describes as the number one issue. He has categorically disagreed that inflation is the number one issue. He said, I talked about inflation many times, but can you say that an apple has doubled in cost, that really matters? matters? Trump is banking on voters to give him a pass. And he's continuing to blame President Biden for the high prices of groceries and things like that. The Republicans' comments clearly reflect the reality that presidents have almost no power to reduce inflation quickly without causing a lot of collateral damages to other parts of the economy. And so there is things that Trump can do on other areas that won't really affect the economy. But when it comes to reducing prices for people who are living on the edge, he can't do that. He's looking to produce and reduce regulation and increase the amount of land available for drilling and things like that. He wants to pump more oil. Is pumping more oil going to reduce the price at the grocery store? He doesn't care about the general public. He says he does, but he really doesn't. And he's blaming Joe Biden for allowing prices to rise under his watch. And he promised to take care of the problem quickly. He said, when I think of Biden, I think of incompetence and inflation. Well, when I think of Trump, I think of lying to the people. I think of him not doing what he promised. If he's worried about raising tariffs and getting immigrants out of this country, more important than getting inexpensive food on the table for most of the population, I can tell you that his vision of the presidency is not one where the entire population of this country is at stake. The price at the grocery store is something that affects everybody, rich and poor alike. But he's not doing anything about that. So when the price of eggs doubles and triples, he doesn't care. Think about that. Think about his misguided aim for this country. Get rid of the immigrants, people who work hard and do things that for this country. Get rid of them. But the price of eggs, that doesn't matter. Have a great day. Bye.